Now we're going to talk about the blur gallery. So first thing we're going to do is convert this layer for smart filters. And we're going to go to Filter, Blur Gallery. And the first thing we're going to do is do a spin blur. We're going to make these tires look like they're spinning. So I'm going to click on the edge of this, actually the middle, drag it to my tire. Then I'm going to drag in so it matches the tire. And you can see it puts a little blur spin on there. And you have some settings over here that you can increase the strength of the blur and things like that. But I'm going to leave it at the default. I'm going to click in the middle of this other tire, add another blur, resize it. So now we got the tires blurring. Now we got to blur the car so it looks like it's moving across the street, moving down the street. So this OK button's at the top here. I'm going to hit OK. And for this, I'm going to duplicate this. Actually, can I apply it to the same? Let me see if I can apply the motion blur to the same thing. No, because I don't want to. I'm going to have to do it on a separate one. So Command J. And this one we're going to get rid of the blur. And we're going to do the motion blur on this one. So it looks like it's moving. So you want to drag your angle to 0. And you can adjust your how much blur you got. So it looks like it's speeding by. Now I want to add a layer mask on here. Because I want the front of the car to kind of be a little bit in focus. So we can grab our gradient, black to none, and we can kind of do that. Make it look like it's streaking by. I'm going to try the brush tool instead for my blur. Just put it back slowly. So now I had to do it on 2 layers so I still have the tires spinning. We probably want to get rid of the blur on the street, I think. So we've got a couple blurs. Maybe we want it on this. Do we want it on the street? I don't know. Not sure what looks better. So multiple blurs on the car to make it look like it's moving. So that's one use for the blur filters. Let's close this one. And we're going to open up this one. Now, this girl's walking, swinging her arms, so we can try the blur gallery on this. We're going to convert to smart object, go to filter, blur gallery. I'm going to do path blur. So this one, you can draw a curve. Draw a curve right here. Actually, I want it to curve this way maybe. So you see the curve here, it's curving the, let me get rid of this one, curving the blur to match the fur on the jacket and kind of the way the arm's moving. Can reduce the speed. Now if we hit OK and apply this blur, still updating. We can mask out where we don't want it. So I'm going to reduce my flow here. I want to see her face. And I kind of want to see her hand. Maybe just have a little blur in the arm. So that's path blur. So you can change the direction of the path of the blur. So give it a try.